From ghoulies and ghosties, and long-legged beasties, and things that go bump in the night, may the good Lord deliver us.
It's been a long time since I've thought about the witch under my bed. Then again, it's been a long time since I've been home. I guess it's my old room that brings it all back to me now. Those moonlit nights before a storm rolled in were always the worst. Then the witch was unusually wild. The bushes outside, caught in a gust, would scrape across my bedroom window, and I would imagine the sound of her evil claws sharpening on my floorboards. There in the moonglow, her grotesque form would twist in the shadows on my wall. Air and I would cower as the wind swept down the chimney past the damper. Quietly, she howled my name, Johnny. She'd tease and torture me until I ran to Uncle John and Kay. But Kay would merely blame it on me, saying, if only you hadn't eaten those sweets before bedtime. And Uncle John would merely point an angry finger. So back I would go. But thoughts would fill my head of those sweets floating about in my belly and the witch under my bed, driven into a wild frenzy by the smell of the morsels. She would claw and hiss, crying out to be fed. I never saw her. I never looked. I never looked because I feared that what I might see would be so unspeakably horrible, so evil. But I was safe. I was safe, I thought, as long as my bedroom door was ajar and the hallway light shined through. I suppose I thought that beam of light would sear her foul flesh, and thus it kept her at bay. That splinter of light, I learned to fall asleep watching it with one eye just to make sure the door never shut. And the strangest thing was, the more you stared at the crack, the smaller it seemed to get, as if the hungry beast willed it so. Smaller. witch under my bed did exist, but only years ago in the wild imagination of a lonely little boy. The thing in the hallway was a different story entirely.